Am I the asshole for quitting my job because I got written up leaving my store short-ended? We are just before Christmas. Oh, freaking fair. As the title suggests, I just quit my job. I was employed at a mid-sized grocery for 3 years, and 2 days ago was the final straw. We had been short-staffed for several months. On my team, there were supposed to be 7 employees, and we were maintained. We're only maintained 4. We would hire workers, but they wouldn't work out for one reason or another. Okay. That basically means that probably the job is a little too much for the person that's doing it. That job should maybe be splitted at some point. With this, we had to constantly stay later than scheduled to make sure the job got done. Upper management would be pissed if we stayed late, and also pissed if we didn't finish, so we were always in trouble. I'm very sorry. You cannot have the cake and the money of the cake. If you want the people to do the job and be short-staffed, you have to pay them for those extra hours. If you do not mind the job not being done and really do not want to pay the extra hours, it's fair. But don't punish them. Don't like lash at them because they go for one of those 2 options. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, they hired a new guy, Bob, and at first he seemed pretty decent. I started to notice little things he was doing wrong, like stucking stuff crooked in the wrong spot. Okay. Ordinarily, I wouldn't have cared, but part of my job involves working with him after him, so it would take me longer to do my job because I had to fix his mistakes. For my manager, James, that he needed to work with this guy and train him better. That didn't happen. To be clear about the job, we get a truck and stuck every other day. Okay. Between truck/stuck days, one of the crew straightens up the store. Usually it's me. So I end up seeing and fixing whatever things the other guys crew. Your job is to fix other people. That's fair. Like, this is actually your role. Last Monday, James tells me that the store manager isn't happy that I'm staying late on and off truck days. Off truck days. But like, if you have to fix what the other guy's doing wrong and that's your job, you have to stay late if the job got to be done anyway. He says it's wasting the budget and I need to leave on time. I take him to one of the aisles that Bob works on and show him several sections that are slowing me down and explain to him that the store manager would flip if he saw it. So does he want me to fix it or not? I tell him if he trains Bob, that's gonna fail. Like, he's gonna be like, going for malicious compliance? That's gonna fall. And then he's gonna be like, okay, I'm out. Last Monday, James told me that the store manager isn't happy that I'm catching up. So I tell him if he trains Bob better, then I can leave on time. He agreed that it couldn't be left unfixed and said he would talk to Bob. Again, Bob's gonna freak out. Bob's gonna leave. Bob kept doing what he had been doing. So the next 2 off truck days, Thursday and Tuesday, I didn't fix it and left on time. Yeah, fair. I feel like it's malicious compliance at that point. It's perfect. When I go to work on Saturday, I got verbal write-up for the things I didn't fix because the store wasn't in good condition. I stayed and made sure the store was good and ended up leaving later than scheduled. Monday, when I get to work, I get called into the store's manager's office and written up again. James wasn't here. This time for wasting payroll for staying late on Saturday. He goes on about how I was warned. Yeah, fudge you. Fudge you. At that point, like, either you leave or you wait. I would literally wait for them to kick me out. I would keep all the proof I need to have. And I would just like take a lot of picture of everything that happens. I would make a whole list of like in what order it happened. You could probably get a lot of money out of that company, out of that grocery store while leaving like the equivalency of at least 3 months of pay because of all the stress they made you live for those last moments. Love that. So, how it shouldn't take that long to straighten the shelves if they were made right. That shouldn't. I let him say all he had to say, and then I told him he could find someone else to do it when I went home. Now James has been texting me asking what happened and asking me to come back. He says that he explained to the store manager why I was taking so long, and he said I could come back because we're so understaffed, the crew needs me, and I shouldn't be without a job at Christmas time. Here's the thing though, like the way this thing happened, it's very sad because you will probably not get any compensation for their mistakes. Edit. Thanks to all who wished me well in finding another job. This was my second job and part-time. That's fair. I had figured it's wise to save up money because of the this is honestly like the nice thing. When I was already a full-time teacher, I kept my second job as a security agent. And the day my boss started to like grind on my gear, I was just okay. So one of my boss like threatened me that if I was not paying an expense that was on the side of the company, I could not work for them. And I watched him and I was like, well, that's fine. Fire me up. Like, honestly, having a second job just to be able to pack up some money on the side, you'll be ready for these kind of things. And when the boss is not like going in the way you want it to go, he's in shit. You're not. It's great. Don't know how liberating it is to go talk with that boss and be like, you cannot even threaten me to kick me out of my job. I'm okay not having it. So talk with me, respect me as much as I have to respect you, because from now on, if you want me to work, I need to want to work, which is like another level of need than I need to work. You know what I mean? So yeah, like wanting to work versus needing to work are two different things. This is also why, if it's possible for you, try to set aside enough money to make you able to pay for your needs for at least 6 months. Because the day you will have like up to it with the shit your boss put on your head, you'll be able to just say like, sorry boss, I'm leaving. That's it. Like you have 6 months to find another job. Is extremely liberating. The reason the budget is so screwed up is that it's done by the department, and by our department being understaffed, we had extra payroll because they have to pay for this extra time, which they use to slot other department workers under. So if department needs to have another worker, they will code them under our payroll and have them work in department A. So basically, since they were understaffed, there was still some money in their department, and they used the money on that department. No, sorry, yeah, they used the money of that department, but to help the other department. This is extremely stupid. This is not how a good hive works. I get the idea of like using the same money, but from a place to go and work in another place. This is what you do when your employees do not have enough to do on their hands. Super fair, but to like cut some part of the budget from your place to help the other department, it sounds so stupid. This all comes back from this all comes out from the same money, the same pocket. It's yeah, not winning by doing that. So technically we do have 7 employees on paper, but 3 of them don't actually work with / for us in our department. Our department just pays for them. It's a dirty trick to keep other areas staffed and the district from wondering why our department has high turnover. High turnover. People that are leaving. That's fair. That's fair. That is extremely stupid. Like, I know it may sound as if it's a brilliant way to do your thing. All of those places are not losing their employees. Like those departments are not losing their employee. But it also costs like just the feeling of doing your job right, you know? So it sounds very wrong.